What's your surname? This is something you guys would have never guessed. My surname is Gray. Dun dun dun. Who is your favorite Pokemon and why? This is such a difficult question. You're a terrible person. There's so many to choose from on my favorite list. Braixen, Absol, Volcanion, the Destiny Twins. I actually forgot one of my favorites now, which is awkward. Zorua. Eevee. I'm gonna narrow it down to Absol or Volcanion. And I'm probably gonna go with Volcanion. I never really liked Volcanion, his design and concept and everything, until I saw the movie with him in. And he was such a badass. The way he protected Magearna, and just maybe we just seem to share our views on humanity in a very similar regard. But yes, Volcanion, because that dude is a badass. Who is your favorite author? Oh, definitely Erin Morgenstern. As far as I know, she's only written one book. I need to investigate if she's written another book. But yes, definitely Erin Morgenstern. She wrote a book called The Night Circus. And if you have not read it, you are missing out in life. It is the greatest masterpiece of writing that I've ever read in my entire life. It is beautiful. It is an amazing story. Just read it. What's the most useless talent you have? I can mimic the sound of those silly little squeaky hammers. It's absolutely useless. How did you and Peaches meet? Well, this is an interesting story. She was actually a student lecturer for Sci-Fi References 142. And, I needed a bit of a pickup in my grade. So I went to see her and convince her to give me some extra marks, if you know what I mean. And it escalated from there. And we're partners on a channel. If you could know the absolute and total truth to one question, what would it be? I'm going to be a troll about this, and I would want to know what would happen if I asked this question. So I'm going to go with, would the answer to this question be no? Would you rather have constantly dry eyes or a constantly runny nose? You are a terrible person. We weren't even testing for that. I actually have no idea on this one. I guess a constantly runny nose would eventually cause sores on your nose because you're having to blow it all the time, and it would probably irritate people around you a lot more. While, your eyes are already used to blinking. You can't exactly blink yourself into hurting yourself. While constantly blowing in that tissue, scraping your nose, and everything would become really uncomfortable. And then, oh no, dry eyes. Turns out this was a lot easier than I thought. Constantly dry eyes. Is it possible to get a job in software by knowing only one language? If so, what languages could you do that with? Well, it's highly possible. There are quite a lot of the more technical and more powerful programming languages that most jobs only need that one language, and you won't have to learn another language on that job. Otherwise, a lot of jobs don't even require you to know the language you're going to be working in when you start working there, as if you can program, you can pretty much pick up another programming language pretty easily. Some of the good languages to know, I think, to get a job with just one programming language quite easily, and have that be the programming language that you'll work in. It's probably C#, well, any of the C's, Java, Python's an up-and-coming good one, Google's Go, though you'll probably need to know a few other languages with Go. But yeah, I currently work in Python and a few web development languages, and I started working with no knowledge of Python. I learned it on the job. Which fictional character would be the most boring to meet in real life? Oh. Most boring fictional character. Probably Gearhead from Rick and Morty, as I know nothing of the Gear Wars. Oh, no. Would not want to meet Gearhead. That whole explanation of the Gear Wars would... I would fall asleep. It would be so boring. Ooh, I have another one. Probably that chick from Twilight. Don't even remember her name. Main character chickie from Twilight. Oh no, I'm in love with a dog and a dead dude. It would just be so bad. It would make me want to kill myself. Though that would probably turn her on. Would you rather have one nipple or 2 belly buttons? Oh, this is an easy one. 2 belly buttons. I like my nipples and I don't want to lose one. Also, if you lose a nipple, you're losing a nipple. You only have 1 nipple and 1 belly button. If you have 2 belly buttons, you're gaining a belly button. Extra. For free. And you have 2 nipples and 2 belly buttons. Definitely 2 belly buttons. What is the overlap between your 2 jobs? So far, quite minimal. Not much overlap between the 2. Most of the time, they allow me to escape from the other, which is nice. I think the closest thing to overlap would be I did a video on programming terminology, one of my How to Speak Geeks. And then for work, I was asked to actually edit a kind of sort of, I guess, marketing style mini video thing. It's about the closest, I think, to overlap that's happened between the 2. What quote or saying do people say that is complete BS? Oh, lightning doesn't strike the same place twice. This is completely incorrect. In fact, lightning will strike the same place repeatedly. Electricity is lazy. It will always take the easiest path. Why are you so fluffy? Genetics? Would you rather be a reverse merman or a reverse centaur? Well, I'm not a big fan of the ocean, as those who watch my Subnautica stream hilariously discovered. Yeah, so I'm going to go right off the bat and say reverse centaur. But some other reasons for that is, as a reverse merman, you can't exactly get out the ocean much, considering you have gills. And on top of that, imagine just having legs with this giant fish body on top just flopping. I mean, would you be able to even keep it up straight and then just flops to the side? No, reverse centaur. Reverse centaur, that's the one. What if Batman gets bitten by a vampire? I guess he becomes Vampire Batman. Or Vampire Batman. One of the 2. If the last 4 digits of your cell number or credit card number were the price for the last slice of pizza you could ever eat, would you pay it? I'm assuming if you don't pay it, you can never have pizza again. What does my cell phone number end in? Oh, 1347. That is an expensive pizza. Or piece of pizza. No, I wouldn't pay that much. No, my credit card. I just realized this is just secretly a ploy by Peaches to get my credit card number again. Not trusting you, Peaches. I'm just gonna look at my number and then not say where it is. Be right back. That's even more expensive than my cell phone number. Not a chance, no. Pizza ain't worth it. Who is your favorite character in any video game and why? This is also a tough one. It's probably going to be between Sans or Papyrus from Undertale or GLaDOS from Portal. And the winner is GLaDOS, just because, software developer, she's an AI, I think we get along really well. Also, she's comedy gold. GLaDOS is the only character in a video game who could make traveling through Rooms designed to kill you. Fun. GLaDOS is hyper intelligent and just overall GLaDOS is just GLaDOS. If you haven't played Portal, go play Portal. How do you feel about subbing for subs? So I had this one explained to me. What he means by this is subbing to someone's channel who's bigger than you and has a lot more viewers and subscribers than you, and making comments on their videos to try and gain some of their subscribers as your subscribers as well. Not as dodgy as sub for sub, as in I'll sub to you, you sub to me. Though I'm still not exactly a huge fan of it. I still feel it's a little dirty and underhanded. Now going to someone's channel and subscribing to them and giving them comments and stuff with the sole purpose of just stealing their or gaining from their viewership. It just feels wrong to me. No judgment to those who do it. It just feels wrong to me. So I don't think I'll ever be doing it. But hey, it's not sub for sub. I'll judge those people. What's your favorite quote and why? Ironically, I think my favorite quote is from a game I've never even played. It's from a game series that I didn't really enjoy too much. I tried to play them, but my favorite quote is still from there. It's from Mass Effect. I think the character's name was Javik. Javik, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. And the quote would be, "Stand in the ashes of 1,000,000,000,000 dead souls and ask them if honor matters. Their silence is your answer." Just one of the best quotes of all time, I feel. On par with the quote from the guy who accidentally invented the atom. "Now I am become death, destroyer of worlds." It just holds so much meaning. I think very much for me, I find a lot of meaning in that quote because I've never really understood the concept of honor, especially on the battlefield. I mean, I've never really found hurting others, killing others, and dying to be something worthy of praise. But hey, everyone to their own. How do you sleep at night? Well, I generally just close my eyes and see what comes naturally after that. What channel? How hard was it for you learning to code? What languages do you use? Well, the channel is this one. Yes. How hard was it? Well, I studied multimedia at university. That was a different kind of punishment. It was the first time I failed any sort of module or anything subject, I guess we could call it, in my life. That was rough. I don't like failing. Didn't have a very high pass rate. Out of the 70 of us who started, only 6 finished the degree in the 3 years. So not a very high pass rate at all. It was difficult. I didn't have much of a social life at university. I pretty much spent most evenings working. Heard from quite a few other developers that I work with that being self-taught is actually a lot easier and you don't get taught bad habits. So sometimes being self-taught seems to be the better route to go. Though salary-wise, I'm not 100% sure about that. And then, what language do I use? As mentioned previously, I mostly work in Python and web development languages, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all of those sexy bad boys, with multiple frameworks, Django, Knockout, so quite a few things. What did the cake that Dark fed you taste like? Was it spotted dick flavor? So first of all, some context to this question. I actually met one of my subscribers recently from my Discord, and we had cake, and supposedly somehow they took that on Discord as her feeding me cake. And this was the question that came out of it. So Blade Wraith, yes it was spotted dick flavor. Is the cake really a lie? Well, it was actually Swiss roll, so yes. Hey geeks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and to check out some of my other cool videos.
TGC, it's a geek thing.